and welcome back to another episode of Baby Time. So on this episode, episode 3, we're going to continue on the sensory play segment, and I'm going to give you another sensory activity that you can do from home. For this activity, what you'll need are some large Ziploc bags, some duct tape, any type of items. Like in the last video, I have pom-poms, glitter. This time I added googly eyes and a little bit of sequin. Food coloring is optional, but you will also need hair gel, any type of good gel. I would suggest a clear gel. This is what I have here with me, and I'm just going to show you how to make sensory bags from home. So let's get started. So for the first bag, I'm going to do a bag full of googly eyes. And so sensory bags are cool because the kids like to smush and move a lot of the objects around. So of course this integrates sensory play into the activity. So what you want to do is you want to get your Ziploc bag and you're going to add a generous amount of gel. So I actually have aloe vera gel right here, and it's green. I said the food coloring is optional because you can, if you do got clear gel, that you can turn the color of a gel to a color of your liking with food coloring. But for this one, all I'm going to do is use the green gel that I already have and put, like I said, a generous amount in the bag. And you can kind of spread it out yourself, and it is satisfying to actually, I even think these sensory bags are really cool would be really cool for adults as well, or adults would enjoy them. So this is a generous amount, and once it spreads, you don't want to put just too much in there because the baby, your baby will move around all the gel in the bag. So then I'm going to grab my googly eyes I have here and place them in the bag. One item I didn't mention is that you do need scissors, because at the end of this we are going to add duct tape at the top so the baby doesn't open the bag. So this is supposed to be a mess-free sensory activity. See, and this is fun. So like the baby will move the googly eyes just around in the bag here, and you can tape this to your floor, to your window with duct tape, or just keep it loose like this so they can just play with it wherever they may be. And so what you want to do is, let me grab my scissors. I forgot to get the scissors for this. So you grab your scissors and your duct tape, and you want to measure along the length of your bag. And actually, I'm going to add more googly eyes to this one. So I added some more googly eyes to mine. And this is just so fun, right? And it's just a light green. If you want to make it any darker, of course, I'm sure I could add more food coloring to this. But, I mean, I think you guys would enjoy it as well, parents or caregivers. So you want to get your duct tape, line it along the bottom of your sensory bag to the length of the bag, cut it, and you want to, see, I place the top of the bag right in the middle of my strip of tape, and I'm going to fold it over. And there you have it. That is one option for your sensory bag. Now the bags that I have, they do have this to where you can label your bags. I would suggest you just get a plain clear bag. But either way, on the areas outside of the white part, the baby can definitely see the different objects and items in the bag. So that's one option. So for the next option, you know by now I like glitter. I think babies and toddlers like glitter as well, just the way that it shines in the light, and it's kind of, it's appealing and it attracts the eye. So just in addition to the glitter, I'm gonna add sequins. So for this one, I have my blue hair gel here. So I'm gonna grab that, open my bag. Like I said, hair gel, aloe vera gel, it should all work the same. Just put a generous amount of that in there, like so. And at the end, I'll zoom in the camera so you can see the sensory bags up close. And I got this gel from the Dollar Tree, so you can definitely grab you a couple of bottles of that at the Dollar Tree for a very low cost. I'm pretty sure you can probably find pom-poms there as well. So I'm gonna grab my sequins. Just drop them in here. Grab my glitter. Oh yeah, let's pour some glitter in here. So this is another great option, like I said, another mess-free sensory play activity idea if you don't have water bottles, if you have quite a bit of sandwich bags or freezer bags at your home. And see, there you have it. Of course, you can always add a little bit more if you feel like it's a little light. Make sure you get as much air out as possible. And there is another idea for a sensory bag. Of course, you can add more glitter, and the glitter moves with the gel. Doesn't get stuck. You just move it along inside the bag. And just like the first bag, you will grab your duct tape. Measure along the length of your bag, the top. Cut it. Tape it, hold along the corners to secure it, and there you have it. And like I said, you can definitely take this on the ground to the windows. Your baby may come and play with it and just move around the objects in the bags. Now, sensory bags, unlike the sensory bottles, are definitely, I think, a lot of tactile play because they're touching a lot of the objects that are in the bags and just with sight. And so these are just another great source of sensory and definitely targeting different senses of sensory play. You can also even incorporate games into these items. Like I said, in the sensory bottles that we did a couple of weeks back, there was an I Spy idea. So you can definitely put certain objects and shapes if you're trying to get your baby to learn colors or anything, for them to identify and move those colors along different sides of your sensory bag. So those are also a great option. So for the last bag that I'm gonna make is I'm gonna do pom-poms. But not only am I gonna do pom-poms, I'm gonna do my blue gel, and I'm going to try to mix it with my red food coloring to hopefully get a purple tint. So let's try that first. Of course, you add a generous amount of your gel. See, and I still have quite a bit of gel. I can easily make with just these 2 bottles alone maybe about at least 6 sensory bags. I got my red food coloring, and I'm going to do a couple of drops in there. 1, 2. Let me just add one more. Make sure you cap the top. And I see that it's mixing. I don't know if it's gonna give purple. Actually it is, it's turning a little purple here. Fun. How fun is that? A little bit more red, but the more you get the mixing, you will see like a purple hue in there. Fun. I think the more you mix it and play with it, it may just change a little bit more colors. But just being that it is a little bit more red, I'm gonna add some more of my blue gel to see if it may give me like a purple tint. Okay, so before I start mixing that again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my pom-poms, and always make sure to get all different types of shapes and colors of your items in your bag. So I mean, they just learn more with the more different types of items and objects that you place in the bag as they're trying to identify them. Place those in your bag here. Let me make sure I get as much air out as possible. And just move it in that. Oh, that feels a lot different than the others. So has a ooey gooey feel, but then it also has the softness of those pom-poms there. So that's fun. And it is a little bit harder for them to move around. It gives them a little bit more of a challenge to move the objects along in the gel, because that gel's getting stuck to that fibers of the pom-poms here. So that is definitely different. It's even turning the colors, turning the pom-poms different colors, because it's not just a clear gel I used. I used a pinkish purplish color. So that is definitely fun, and I think this would look really cool against a window somewhere. So that was another option. I was really just kind of showing you guys how the food coloring can change the color of the gel, especially if you're using a clear gel. Of course, it's, you know, it's the obvious, but these are some just great sensory play ideas and activities, just trying to give you some different things to make sure that you're occupying your baby's time while they're also learning, of course, during these early stages of growth. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's activity, and stay tuned for another baby time episode. Bye-bye.